This is downtown São Luís. It's called the Historic Center. It has over 400 years of existence. As you can see, there are many old buildings here protected by the government. Most of the buildings you cannot kind of modify them. Before you can do some little modifications, you need a license from the government. But when we talk about maybe touching the architecture, it's something you can't do. Okay? So it was first occupied by the French, then the Hollandese, they came and took over, and lastly the Portuguese were able to conquer the city. So you can see most of the streets are very narrow because when they were constructed, somehow it was, it wasn't the time they were thinking about cars. So when you are going around, you would notice that most of the streets are narrow. Some of them are called Beko because you can hardly, have two cars going through the street. Streets are very narrow. If you can see this, it's one of the broadest here. That's why you have this flux. Because the city was built a long time ago, so it's very common to see that the streets are very narrow. As I said, first people to kind of occupy this city were the French, then the Hollandese, and lastly the Portuguese. The Portuguese were the last to colonize the city, and now Portuguese is spoken here, just like the rest of the Brazil. That's the rest of the country. So let's go through the street. Okay, so you can see it's very narrow, as I was saying, right? So you have many shops. It's how can I say, the busiest place in the commercial center of São Luís, which is here in Centro Histórico. Yeah. So this is a typical clothing store, as you can see. Oi, tudo bem? Estou fazendo só gravação mesmo. Isso. Mas não sei se tem alguma coisa em promoção. Short, por exemplo. Ok, esse aqui, deixa eu ver. Eu acho que eu vou levar uma. É masculino, né? Esse aqui? Tá bom. Deixa eu ver. So, I stopped, I saw that short is it's nice, it's comfortable actually. I decided to buy it. So here you have a variety. What I notice here in São Luís is that you have prices for different categories of people. You have prices for very wealthy people, and you have prices for, common people also. Right? So you have very good material and very good stuff at considerable prices. Like this is 19. This is a female wear, I believe. It's a vest. Yeah. So let's go and buy that. It's 20 reals, very cheap. Yeah. Isso. Oi, boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Tudo bem?
Passa bem legal.
Yep. So I was able to buy the short. I like shorts. It took me a long time actually to start using shorts. I grew up in a place where people hardly use shorts, so I was used to it. And I really felt uncomfortable, using it, but now I find it very comfortable, using it. So yeah. So I'm gonna take you, show you how it looks like. So this is basically Rua Grande, and it's a mixture. You have people who are selling. If you want to find things that are kind of cheap, you can just, like there you have some socks, electronic shops, clothing, you have restaurants, and in the sites. So let's go. This is a city of reggae. People here enjoy reggae, so it's very common to find, all those green, yellow, red shirts or dresses or other, how can I say, accessories. I saw one, that was why I was talking. I don't think I captured any image. My viewer might be thinking, oh, where did he see that? But here we are, city of São Luís. This is a bank, Nuhu. Yes, that's a bank. So when I was talking about how narrow it could be, I meant this. I'm going through a very narrow street, but it's been taken over by the street vendors. Here you have some electronics. Yeah, you can buy a phone charger, a flash drive, So you can notice the old buildings. This building has been renovated. I believe that it belongs to a corporation. That's why maybe it gained this kind of view, because it's not easy actually to renovate any building here. Oh, this is the square. It's called Deodoro. Deodoro was the first Brazilian president. Yeah, so this square is named after him. I remember one of my first recordings with the medical student, that's Chisom. We sat somewhere there. We placed our camera over there and we did a recording. It's been long since I came here, because I live very far away and my schedules don't permit me to come here as often as possible. But sometimes I come to buy some things, because here it's cheaper, to buy things. It's cheaper to buy things here. You can see people come here to relax. They come to play like this. This dude, that's the Central Library. Central Library, Biblioteca Central. I've never been there before. Okay, I've never been there, but I have friends who study there. So basically, this is how it looks like here. I was coming from that street. Goes up. Yeah.
Vamos lá, vamos chegando, vem pra cá, vamos aproveitando. Vamos chegando, vem pra cá, vamos aproveitando, aí vamos pegar a promoção, as manhãs da oferta, pra você, final da tarde, aqui na farmácia, Norte Farm, hein?